This is a recording of a talk given by Her Holiness Mataji at Leeds, at Jim Proctor's house in Leeds on 18th of the 6th, 1979.
Most of them. He has done free for you, I don't know how he could do it.
No, I didn't do it for you, it's just that I was earning a good salary, so it didn't mean anything to me.
So what have you gained, my child? Why are you adamant about it? What have you gained?
I'm not really being adamant.
Then why do you pay for it? You pay for something when you do not gain anything. What have you got?
I have gained.
Huh? What have you gained?
I feel so a much more relaxed person. I feel so a much more tolerant person.
You are not at all relaxed. How do you feel you are relaxed? I can show you just now you are not at all relaxed.
I'm not at my I'm told, but I'm not.
That's good. You are not at all relaxed the way you say. And just now you are getting hot. So you have to face life as it is. This is not the way you can face. But it will happen. You see, when you will have all the pangs, you might be a beginner or something. When the pangs will start, you come to you must understand where you are going by the path on which people have fallen and faltered in front. See, if the man in the front has been hurt, the person who is the back must understand and understand from that. If he does not, then he is not wise. He is not wise. You must learn from the people who have gone ahead and have fallen. If you do not learn from them, then you are not wise. You go ahead, have a nice time there, and then come back to me. I may be available, maybe. Why are you supporting me? I don't know. How much money you want to drain out of this country now? Ask him how he got. Except for you or I don't know who else. Everybody is all right? You cannot sell God's love. And another thing, it must relate to something. After all, you must know that when a tree comes up for blossoming time, it had a seed, it had roots, it had leaves, branches, then it came up, it had flowers, and now the fruits are. Alright? It must have a history behind it. And the whole thing should be related to each other. Unless and until you are related to the whole, you cannot understand.
This is what we'll talk to this.
What whole are you related to? If you are related to whole, what should happen? That you should be able to tell about another part. For example, you see our hand is, our body is whole. See now. Because you cannot ask him his questions, but you should ask him. It's a good idea. But don't waste your energy too much also in that. You cannot ask any questions to me. You are not told anything. He doesn't tell you anything whatsoever. But all right, doesn't matter if you tell me. See, we are the whole, all right? The body is the whole. If I get a pinch here, I know. My body knows. Yeah. Another hand goes and helps. If you are the whole, did you ever feel that way about each other? But here, see now, he was there. Everybody says right catching, left catching. Yesterday he didn't feel any vibrations. And everybody was telling about it. Today he felt it, he's telling about him. And everybody says the same thing. How are you connected to the whole? That's talking is different. This is actualization I am saying. Talk, we have had too much. Aren't you satisfied with that? What has happened to you? That's the main point.
One lady some time ago, DTM, told me that this man, this Malaysia, was a very carrot and stick man. He always kept a carrot out in front.
What?
Carrot and stick man.
Carrot and stick man. He always hang with a carrot, like up in front of a donkey, to keep the donkey moving. And he would say, TM was relaxing, fine. And the cities came up. He said, you can do this, you can do that. So we all followed and we did the cities. With no results, except this feeling bad, lethargic, hurting other people, and this ridiculous flying thing. Not flying at all.
No, but the latest one, I told you yesterday, remember? So Nadev started with the new courses for manifesting.
Yes.
manifesting apples out of your hands and things. Wait till that one comes around. It'll be about another £1,500 to manifest something.
And what's going to be in it?
Go ahead. What, you can't get apples otherwise in the market?
I must say that my interpretation of such things as those is that is a physical manifestation of an eternal truth. It isn't the apple that matters, it's the fact that we don't know, we're not in touch with how to do things like that. It itself doesn't make of it of no consequence, neither is flying in itself, but it does teach you that those things are possible.
You see, I'll tell you, you go to any magic person, the one who teaches magic, alright, he'll teach you all these things. He can even create a pigeon out of your head, just like that. It's not difficult. You see, that's what he's going to do with you, but doesn't matter. What I'm saying, we should see to the main point. I mean, if you are people who are really of a superior type, when you think of one thing, what is the interest of God in giving you apples like that? Is that the thing is he going to give you? What do you think of God to be? What are you asking?
Is it not to prove that all things are possible?
What's
Just once,
possible?
just something, it's just an instance perhaps.
But has anyone, do you know, has
Yeah.
levitated?
Have you seen anybody?
Well, I heard that you have, but
These are the rumors now.
I was on the first course ever in Switzerland, and we were told, all right, that there were people levitating, and it was on videotape. So
I
much
was
of
told that as well.
a lie. I could tell you things that would make your hair stand.
Well, no one ever is allowed to talk about it. And therefore you
Exactly.
can't
That's
know.
it.
Why?
Apart from that,
Yeah.
you see, if you are possessed, and the other day I'll tell you there was a lady who got possessed. She started saying all kinds of things to me. In possession, you don't know what you talk. You see any possessed person, you go and see the lunatics. They are possessed. How they do talk. Do you understand what they are saying? You are possessed. That's how they manage it. It's not. If somebody hypnotizes a person, you see, he can make him a little child. And can give a bottle and the person, such a big person, like 60-year-old person, he starts sucking the bottle. Have you not seen hypnosis? Okay. It's just the same. It's just hypnosis.
I mean,
Another is your ignorance, you see, which he has used. Complete ignorance. You have no knowledge of Indian life or Indian things. He has to pay money to Indians to go to him. Just to show that he has some Indian disciples.
I mean, you can't honestly say, in all level of truth, within yourself, that you can actually
Fine.
fly. I mean, if the ego is going to be hurt, something incredible, you've got to admit it to yourself.
Rather
It
difficult.
no longer matters to me whether I fly or not.
What's he say?
It no matters, it doesn't matter to me.
Because it's a manifestation of some, to me.
Yeah, but it's only a lie.
Manifestation
But
of
manifestation of a lie.
What
What is it a manifestation of, Joe? Not a
Well,
flying.
we all know, for instance, that in everyday terms, that it's impossible for a person to levitate. We know that in everyday, ordinary, ignorant terms.
What is it?
But apparently some people can...
Who?
I don't know, you, as far as I know.
No.
I thought there are some Indians or some
You tell me
Fakirs or whatever,
you-
they
You
can.
see,
Sure.
don't listen to rumors.
Aren't there?
Never flown.
Would you pay for rumors something?
I've
Why should you
bounced it
pay
out
for
on the
rumors?
Well, I'm not going to.
That's it. Let's finish it now. You see what I'm saying? If somebody has said, all right, forgive.
Yes.
All right? You must. That's what it is. That's why they have come out so much. But I'll tell you, they are first class people. The way they have done it, I must say, my hats off to their sincerity. The way they are admitting it. It's a great thing. But for you to open your eyes now to see for yourself.
Maharshi, Maharaji, shall I tell them about Maharshi's attitude to Linda?
You better tell.
Attitude to what?
To my wife.
Mm-hmm.
We all know who you are, please.
Well, I own Crossgrave. I was one of the chiefs of the movement.
No, yes.
Right. I was national leader in various countries. My wife has been an initiator for 12 years. My wife was slept, was, you could say, raped by Maharshi in '69. she fell pregnant, she aborted. I can name at least 7 women that he has slept. There is plenty more that I could tell you, which would make your hair stand on end.
I wouldn't ask for any more.
He carried
Really?
on following
It
for a
wouldn't
long
bother, it
time.
wouldn't bother me.
What?
He carried on following for a long time.
Yeah, why did you say that?
Why? Because I honestly, and Linda honestly, believed that Mahashu would help her.
After doing what?
You see, they put him on a pedestal. Because they are very, you are all very simple people. Very simple people. You see, if somebody knows how to make a show, you can be befooled. Even the cleverest of Indians will be fooled once like that. See, we had one man, he was a different type of a person. He came to India saying that he has lots of money in the foreign currencies, this, that, and he's a very big doctor. He called himself Dr. Teja. Of all the persons, our Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru, whom you know is a very great man and a great person, and nobody can believe that he could be befooled. He and his wife befooled him so much that they gave him, you won't believe, 300 crores of rupees, 300 crores of rupees, without even finding what sort of a man he was. Can you imagine? And this man started a shipping company, but he was a cheat, you see. Even with that money, he could have managed very well if he had some sense. But he started cheating and he was found out in 2 years now, when he was put in jail. They had to freeze all the assets, but nobody could believe that a person like, even our Prime Minister today went for the inauguration with that. If you read his story, you'll be shocked. Indians are very clever here, that way, you see, because they're quite cunning. They can, as they can cheat others, they know who cheats them. You see, one better than the other. But even in India, in that country where easily people are not cheated, you can do something else to them, but cheating is difficult. You can overpower them with your guns or something, but you cannot cheat. In cunningness, they are very clever. And they were cheated, and they believed into it till yesterday. Imagine, when he came out of the jail, he threatened somebody and something, and he did not release, he has gone away from it. Can you imagine? And there are so many like that.
If everything that you say is correct about the Maharishi, even supposing it is, when anyone learns to meditate, they're asked to sign a form to promise not to give the mantra away. And yet the very first thing you do is ask everyone the mantra. Do you feel particularly proud that these people who have given one promise to somebody one day should break it so terribly easily to you another day?
What he's saying is this: do you feel proud that because someone's made a promise to someone one day, they should easily break it by giving up their mantra another time?
If you have made a promise to a crook, you should. It doesn't matter even if you tell me or not. See, they are not mantras nor anything. But I'll tell you what.
I don't think it matters particularly. I just find it rather surprising, though, that you, who is hoping to show the way to enlightenment, should start off by making people, or not making, but asking people to break a promise they've made.
Of course, you have made a promise to a devil. I should not ask you. You must understand that promise that is made to God is a promise and not made to a crook. For example, I'll give you an idea. This is the thing, you have lost your discrimination. Discrimination should be like this. For example, it is nice to tell the truth, alright? You must tell the truth. This was said by, long time back, one of our earliest writers, that he said that truth must be said, and you must also say something that is very, very appeasing and appealing, which is called as Priya. He said, say the Satya and the Priya. Then Krishna came, and people asked him, how do you combine this? Because if you say something that is truthful, it may hurt others. They may not like it. It may not be Priya. It's not clear, you see. So Krishna said, there is a difference. You must understand the discrimination between the two. Say, now, something is, I tell you, may not be today very much appreciable to you, but it is the truth. It will be appreciated by your spirit. So what did he say? Satyam vadet means say the truth. Then he said the second sentence, hitam vadet, in between the two he said, hitam vadet and niyam vadet. So that means you must say something which is for the well-being of your spirit. So ultimately it also becomes good and pleasing. Today you may not like what I am saying, but it will be pleasing later. Now discrimination point I will tell you. Now very simple. You see, you have lost that sense. That's what they do by possession. For example, always tell the truth. It's a thing everybody understands. Now somebody is coming with a dagger, say, to kill you. He comes and asks me, Mother, where is that fellow? I want to kill. Should I tell him he is there? Tell me. You should not.
I don't really think that
All right, I'll tell you.
bearing on what we're talking about.
It's absolute it has, because you are not understanding. Now what I am saying, what should I tell him? Why should I not tell him? The reason is, it is called as anadhikara cheshta. Means it is unauthorized. He is not authorized to ask me. He is not authorized to ask me that where is the person. Now as you have come to me for this thing, your chakras make no difference till you get your realization. Why I asked you? I would like to see how much you are still identified with him. If you are identified with him, I cannot do anything about it. Because evil is evil, good is good.
I don't think your followers can have a great deal of moral sense if 2 minutes in the garden.
They have much more moral sense than any one of you
break
have.
their word.
No. Your idea of morality is very different. It's not a morality of the thugs. The thugs can combine together and keep, you see, promises.
I don't think at this stage it matters whether or not Maharaj is right or whether he isn't. The fact of the matter is...
You are just frightened of him, that's all.
No, not
the fact.
frightened at all. If I make a promise, I'll stick by it, and I think it seems like a cheap trick to want to get someone to break that promise.
What cheap? You see, what am I getting by cheap tricks? What am I getting out of this cheap trick? When you say it is cheap trick, I would like to know, what am I getting out of this cheap trick? Why should I do? Cheap tricks are his, to take a promise from him. Huh?
Possibly an inner laugh. I got an inner laugh when people were
You got it.
answers
You
out.
are not a judge. You are not a judge of me. I do not think your laughter. An idiot can laugh at someone. What can you do about it? It's not the point. The point is what I am asking you your mantra for. Because once you give up your mantra, you give your misidentification. Otherwise, I cannot help you.
Well, possibly if you'd have explained that beforehand, there's a reason for giving up the mantra, but that wasn't explained, and it just came out of people quite easily.
You see?
In other words, had there been an explanation beforehand, in a quietness between two people, yourself and me,
Now
and
I tell you
would
what,
say to me,
as it is when I started talking, this lady talking this and you are talking that, at least some who have got realization would not have also got it. Because you are not talking, there's somebody else talking through you and they are maneuvering it. At least I didn't want to miss the chances of others. That is why I did not discuss. I always give a lecture. But this time I did not, because I know you are all going to talk and talk and talk. To that Mercy, how much did you talk? And how much did you talk to you? But with me you are taking all the liberties and saying all these things to me.
Yeah.
Why? Have I given you money? Why are you saying all these things to me?
I think that's the end.
Then why you are, just ask me. You have come here to take something from me. And you are talking all these things to me. Did you say anything to that Mahesh Yogi of yours? Why didn't you ask?
It's not a debate, you know.
You see, you must understand, it's no question of debate. And that's why I didn't want to talk, because I know that all of you would have talked. You see, this is it. That's why I did not talk. Because you think you are all very brainy people, the way you are befooled, you must understand that. Not to feel hurt. He has really befooled you. Accept this fact, and that is the reason you do not want to accept.
May I ask something?
It's all misidentification.
Would you tell me something now, please?
Yes.
When we're finished with what things
You
aren't.
see, I will tell you last word on my Yogi. You see, I will tell you one thing, I am not interested in what you do with him or how you do with him, and how much money you are going. I have nothing to do. I am only interested in introducing you to yourself, to giving you realization. I have nothing to do with that man. But if you ask about him, I have to tell you the truth. You see, I have nothing to do with it. You go ahead with him, you give all your money to him. When you are bankrupt, even then you come, I'll give it. Alright?
Yes.
But As far as he is concerned, if you ask me the question, I have it to tell you.
I wasn't going to ask about anything to do
Now
with
you ask
TM or
something else.
Mahasi or
Because you see,
anybody.
I don't
I
want
want
to
to ask
discuss it
something-
anymore.
No, I don't, and this is why
All right, now
I
tell
would
me,
like you to
what
tell
is
us
it, what is you are asking?
what is the thing that you are going to
Give you.
give. And
Yes.
presumably, the nicest thing I've heard is that you are teaching us to relate to other people and to alleviate illness of all description. To help to do that, anyway.
Of
Is
course.
this correct?
You see, now you are talking that thing. What makes you sick, you must do. What makes you sick? Why do you get sick? How are you made? What are your problems? What are you? All these things you have to understand. Not just to accept me in the way you have accepted other nonsense, you see? And that is why I wanted you to open up. But if you have these mantras are the names of devils. And if you keep them with you, if I know them, I know how to drive them out.
Why have you not asked me for a mantra?
Because I could do that. I could do that.
Yes.
But with him, you see, the problem is, though he got his vibrations and everything, but I knew he is going to catch it again. And he catches. He'll catch back again. You see, some people go very fast, but some do not. They are mediocres, you can say. They go like this all the time. We have people you ask them. Now we have thousands of people here. You can ask them. Some of them shot up like that. Now he's sitting here, he's from TM. Ask him how much time it took to settle down. Not because he's mediocre, because he went one to another, to another, to another. Now he's settled. We must understand what are we, what are our problems, what are we inside, what is our subtle being, how to raise it and how to do it. It was all right to give a lecture, all right. I would have given you a big lecture, all right. Still you would have argued with me, much more. There's only 2 persons actually really arguing on this point. But otherwise I would have been the whole thing. Don't you think so? He knows it. He knows it because he's seen something happen. You see, I wanted you to see for this. See, if this room is dark, alright, and I tell you that in this room there are these things left, that thing, you are not going to believe. Because you have freedom to argue with this. You are not like you are with Mahesh Yogi or any one of those things. You have freedom. So you are not going to believe me when I tell you there are these things. It's better to put the light on and show you first of all. Alright? There would be some blind people still. But at least you will know those who have eyes. The blind you can see later. But at least those who have eyes can. Those who do not have eyes, we can open them later. But at least 80% people will have eyes to see. Alright? And another thing is with people with DM, you see their brain is overactive. They are in a speed. They are overactive. So it is necessary to soothe their brain a little bit. Their speed is to be reduced and then talk to them. They have to be tuned. You will change, no doubt. Most of you will. How many will gain is I do not know, because I should say most of them should, because I have a feeling that England TM people are very good. I feel that. I don't know about Americans, I haven't seen many of them. But Indian TM people are the worst. I could not give realization to one person in India who was from India. Actually, we were avoiding them. We never wanted them there. You'll be surprised, all my disciples would stand outside, ask them, have you been to TM? They said, yes. There's no program. One of them rang me up. I said, no, there is program. I don't know why. They said, Mother, we don't want to break our hand. You see, they were working hard. You were not working hard. You saw that. You are doing nothing. Now you first of all change your attitude towards me and SahajaYoga that this is not a shop and you are not bargaining for anything. Moreover, it is a gift to you. If you want to have it, otherwise just don't have it. Sanskrit means give. Radiyate, yes. It means Sanskrit means give. Da. I must say that I'm sorry for all that has happened, and you are going to feel sorry also. As a mother, you don't know how I feel. They are all my children, I know how I feel. This is happening. But be wise. Try to be wise. If you have no wisdom, I cannot help. That is one thing I cannot put into it. You have to be wise. On small things like that, you slip off. I am here to give you the ocean. And you are closing your eyes. You know, even a little thing goes into the eyes, you cannot see the sky. Don't do like that. I am not to gain anything out of it. Keep yourself open. You are going to be the loser, not me.
I wasn't really attacking you.
Huh?
I wasn't
Nobody's
really
attacking.
No, but I wasn't before. My eyes were very wide open.
No, the way you said, you see,
Just
what I'm
as
saying.
open to TM, I could attack TM just as easily. And to me, both of them are wrong because they are going to ask someone to break
How many years
just
have you been with TM?
2 years.
Now, how much time have you been with me?
2 hours.
No. Will you please have some patience?
Yes.
All right. Before judging me, have some patience. All right? If it works out well and good, if it doesn't work out, it's all right. If you think it is wrong, you can go. You better go because you are spoiling everybody's chances.
I'm sorry.
You are disturbing everyone, you can go. That's the best.
Okay. I
All
was
right?
going to say I appreciated what you've done in that.
No.
fact.
Why should you say like that?
Because I really did.
No, but you are disturbing for nothing at all. You don't want to hear what I have to say. When are you going to give me chance? Here you are saying you should have discussed. Already it has about 1 hour has passed, you have not been satisfied talking about it. No,
Just listen.
nothing for you to offer. Why don't you keep quiet for a while?
Just listen for a while.
Just listen for a change.
Please, Peter.
I am doing.
Yeah, just listen.
You can't. You better go out for a while, you'll be out.
I really was listening. I kept getting attacked. But I couldn't have it.
That's better. And children are to be asked to get out of the class. You'll be all right. Nothing at all. You see what I'm saying? He got his realization, he got his must have some sense in that. See, baby, this is the position. You see now? Where are you and where are you? You see, I told you there will be a gradation. All of them are not going on the same level. It doesn't matter. So, let's talk of something sensible, alright? That's Sahaja. The right is still weak. If you get in one hand, tell me. Alright? Come along. Gone.
No, the trouble is, thank you. The trouble is, excuse me, if you can just tell me what I'm supposed to be feeling for, if I'm willing to feel it fit.
You don't worry. You see, we will know ourselves. Alright? Ourselves tell you when it comes. Let it. Just keep your hands. If you will take out your watch, alright? Just. You see, if it does not work out, it does not work. If it works out, you will be surprised my 2 daughters are not yet with that. My own daughters are not. What can I do about it? See, it is a thing that has to work out. If it works out well and good, if it does not work out, then what can you do about it? See, we can only try to work it out. Try to cooperate. That's all. It is a gift of God. It's a grace of God. It has to come into you. If it works, if it does not work, then you cannot blame me for that. Nor you should blame yourself. But try to move it. This is what you are seeking. They know how to manage it. The children know it best. They said, why bother Mataji? Go on. It's all right.
I need a lot more information.
Just have to. Again, same thing. You have been with me only for 1 hour, for 2 hours. I want to give you something. It's a very vast subject, but I'm going to give you the complete, the most secret, the most unknown. Promise. Alright? Come on. But one attitude again I will, that you are doing it for your own reasons. Alright? Secondly, that when you want, you should change your attitude that you are going to a market. It's not a market. It is not a selling agents here. So instead of idling in you, actually you are decreasing. That's the situation. Alright? So try to understand this point. This is what it is. There, if I am divine person, then you have to face the divine person. The divinity is not going to fall at your feet. Alright? Understand that? And when you understand that, then you can go further. You see, if you go to any guru, real guru in India, first they will hang you by your neck, then by your leg. 15 beat you with a big chimta as they call it. And they will not allow you to come near them. Anybody who comes, they'll throw the stone. They will go on torturing you till they find you are absolutely ready. They will not allow you. Me, I am different. I am a mother. I have patience. I understand. Apart from anything, the greatest desire is to save you. That's it. Alright? Have you got the chart here or something to talk about? If you can put the chart, I will. What's it? What's he saying?
Have you got to sit cross-legged?
No,
I was sitting with my feet towards you and I was not.
There's a protocol.
Yes.
Say now, supposing if I am Christ, you have to respect me. Something of that type I am. Suppose they know that. It has an effect. Alright? So you have to be respectful. So here it is. Now come have a look at it. You will go this one. Now turn around a little. I will tell you. Now come on, see this. Yes. Please put the other way now. Yes. See now, this picture is here of you, which shows what you are already and how much you are developed up to the human level. This is human being as he is today. Alright? Now, these are the subtle centers within you. Now, if these centers are within you or not, you can see with your naked eyes. When the Kundalini moves, you can see them moving. You can even see the pulsation of the Kundalini. In certain cases, you see them very clearly when there is obstruction. Now, which is the Kundalini? Communicate. Is that you see a coiled thing, that is the Kundalini. Now, what is this Kundalini? This is the prelude, the germinating force within us, which gives us the second birth, which connects us to the whole. like as every instrument has a coil, you see, which connects it to the mains, in the same way God has placed this residual consciousness within us at that triangular bone for our rebirth. Now, this has got, if you see, there are 7 centers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 centers, which are the subtle centers within us, and they give manifestation to the gross plexuses which we know in the medical science. Moreover, if you see on the left hand side the blue line, it represents the aspect of existence within us. That is also aspect of God. And when this aspect is shut off, there is destruction. The other side, if you see, is the yellow line, which gives us the aspect of creativity, of our mental activity and physical activity. Now both these aspects are represented outside in the gross. These are the subtle points. These are the undercurrents. By the left hand side sympathetic nervous system and the another one by the right hand side sympathetic nervous system. Now our evolution up to the point you are is shown by the white line that is there in the center. Now the central line is called as Sushumna, which represents, which manifests outside in the gross as parasympathetic nervous. Alright? So we have 3 systems within us. One is the left side one, which gives us existence, the right side one, which gives us mental and physical being, and the central one, which gives us our evolutionary state by which we have evolved. Now we must think why we have evolved from amoeba to this stage as a human being. Now if we are evolved with some purpose, there must be some purpose for us to be alive. As we are not yet perfected, we have not known our meaning, we are confused and muddled. So there must be some method God must have planted within us to be that. It must be His plan, has to be, because if He has created this creation, He is not going to destroy it. So now what is that thing that is within us? Is this the Kundalini, this residual force which is placed in the triangular bone, which rises, passes through all the chakras and pierces through the brain, which we call baptism in the Christianity, that is the fontanelle bone here, and then it enters, our attention enters into the subtle being that we are, by which we get connected with each other. Now you can turn your faces at it. You can turn your face. You all are like, say, pearls, and there is a string going through you. But you cannot feel the string, you are on the pearl, your attention is on the pearl. So, supposing by any chance, it happens, it's happening, your attention goes onto the string. Then you can pass into everybody's pearl. In the same way, the collective consciousness is established within. It's not talking, it's not lecturing, it's a happening, is actualization, which is being promised a long time back. That you are going to get your own self-realization, that you are going to be the fruits, and that you are going to be one with the whole is being promised by all the religions and all the scriptures. Now why these religions look so separate? Because the integrating point was not there. Otherwise they are all flowers on the same tree. And they are taken away by people, they say, this is my religion, this is my religion. So they become dead and ugly. That's how the religions are formed. See? But the basic point is that all the great incarnations who came on this earth exist within us, on all these centers. Now let's start from downbeat, alright? The lowest one is the center called as Mooladhara Chakra. Now what is Mooladhara? Moola means the root. It is the support of the root. And what is the root? Is the Kundalini. So this support of the root lies below the Kundalini. And this is the one that manifests the pelvic plexus within us, which also controls sex. Now this center doesn't play any role in Kundalini piercing, what you call Chedana. It just lies there dormant down below and looking after the protocol of the Kundalini. On this, besides the deity of Ganesha, who is the embodiment of innocence. From there the innocence comes to us. Now this Ganesha has incarnated on this earth as Jesus Christ. He is the one who is embodiment of innocence and is the highest, the purest incarnation. The reason is because his body was also made of the principle of Brahma, means principle of the, what should we say for Brahma? Principle of divine power, let's say, for the time, because that I will come to that later on, what is Brahma Tattva, etc. Now that is the principle, is the embodiment of that. That's why his body was resurrected. Now this is a very important chakra, because this is the center where the innocence is there. Now see what this Maheshwar is doing. Now when we come to the center, he made him jump up and down. Made him jump up and down. Now the center of this center is at the bottom there, where your seat is. So you jump on your seat. So basically that is the force of Kundalini. If that chakra is harmed, then it's very difficult to raise the Kundalini. So first he did is to finish that off. See, the chances of your realization he reduces by so much. He had this problem. He had this problem. So many of you he had this problem. Who else was there? He had this, they all had this problem. There was another gentleman who had it very badly, whom we hit hard to bring it out. Alright? So this, who was the gentleman on the left hand side of the screen? Oh, the one who was your friend.
Peter, he's just gone out.
Yeah. He had that very bad. I don't know, he must have jumped too much, perhaps it's broken, sort of thing. But now it's better. So what I'm saying, now to hit on that center, which is the basis of your divinity. Innocence. See the subtle attacks that he has made, alright? So, and then the Kundalini is waiting there for the moment to rise. Now the other centers are also there. The green center you see is in the center here. It manifests the solar plexus within us. The solar plexus looks after all the viscera of the stomach physically, and mentally it looks after other things, like say if you are a fanatic, it is spoiled. If you are a fanatic, it is spoiled. If you starve too much, fast too much, it is spoiled. If you eat too much, also any extreme you do, it gets spoiled. It is also spoiled. You see, all the 10 commandments that we have in the Bible are represented by the 10 petals that are there. You see, around that is that area where actually we exist, is the stomach of God, we can say. This is the Bhavasadhana. This is what we have to cross. You see, there's a void from there to there. There's a void. And this we have to cross. And this is the thing which is crossed by the Kundalini awakening. Now what happens, that around that water-like thing that you see there, see, that is the one where 10 the primordial masters were born, gurus, primordial gurus. Now they were incarnations of innocence of all these 3 aspects, and they were incarnated on this earth, say from Abraham, Moses, then we had Dr. Muhammad Sahib, we can say, then we can say Shiv Sainath, then Nanaka, Janaka, all these people incarnated as gurus. Now what do? They give you sustenance. They give you sustenance. Now sustenance is is, for human beings, is different. For animals is different. For example, now this is gold, alright? What is the sustenance of gold is that it is untarnished. You cannot tarnish it. What is the sustenance of karma? That is a balancing food. It's just extravagant. Alright? In the same way, what is the sustenance of human beings? That these 10 commandments which are told to us have to be intact. If you miss that, then you get spoiled. Your human being as such, you losing sustenance. Alright? So this is what is religion, if you can find it. Because the English word I don't know, but Sanskrit word religion comes to us from a word known as dharayati sadharma, means the one which is sustained is the dharma, is the religion. That sustains us, by which we become human, by which we become animals, is the dharma of the animals. By which we become human beings is our sustenance. And this sustenance is maintained by these gurus in that area. And they look after us, they are born again and again and again to tell us about it. People might say, what's wrong in drink? Why did Muhammad Sahib say you should not drink? Nanak Sahib said, Moses said that you should not drink. Why did he say? Now there is a reason, but you cannot stop it. If I tell you don't drink, you cannot drink. I'll give you a very good reason for that. Absolutely scientific. Absolutely scientific. But you won't stop. So what should I do? See, which is the other way is, why do you drink? First of all, I should find out the reason for it. I find out the reason. That's because you get bored, that's why. So, because you do not want to face the reality. You have an escape. So, I do it in such a way that you say face the reality. Once you face the reality, which is so beautiful, you start enjoying it. You don't even remember that you have to drink. People have to remind you. And when you drink, you get a stomach pain. So you just don't. Automatically, you do not drink. You are not to be told that you don't do this, you don't do that. That's not necessary. Just by raising your Kundalini Yoga. Now all these SahajaYogis who are here used to drink, used to take drugs. They had given up their jobs. They were supposed to be free. Now they are perfectly alright. They have given up drinks. They are enjoying themselves. They have given up realization. They are curing people. So this can be done if your sustenance is put right. Alright? The sustenance is also ruled by these groups. How? You see. They will tell you to be celibate. Now the age of celibate, according to all India standards, is only up to at the most 25 years. Because till 25 years you are a student studying with a guru, where you lead a celibate life. Then after that you have to marry for 25 years. And marry one woman and one man. Relationship should exist and you should live happily, have children, and when the children are about 5-6 years of age, they have to go in the forest and they lead a celibate life and study. Only for the students the celibate life. But here, in the student life also they will marry. And when they grow up, they will not marry. Because we are confused. Now celibacy after a certain age has no meaning. It's absolute. Which is presided by Sri Krishna, and there are 16 petals, which means we have got 16 subplexuses which look after our nose, our eyes, our ears, our throat, our these mandibular joints and the tongue and all that, and also brain. So this Vishuddhi is a very important thing because it's all our face. Vishuddhi is all over face. Now, if your left Vishuddhi is catchy, that means that there is something wrong with your idea about yourself. That you are suffering from a kind of a guilt, maybe, or maybe that your relationship about your sister or the sublime relationships, you are not sure about. You do not. Say, for example, a person has a bad Vishuddhi. Sometimes it may be that he is having a bad time with his sister. is not treating them well. You see, the sisters, can you imagine your sister's chakra is here? And if you have a bad time with your sister, it can work out. If you just say that I love my sister, it can work. It really.
How about your brother?
Huh? And brother is right heart. Right heart. Brother is right heart. For mother is heart. And father is also right heart. You see, brother is right heart. And this is left is sister. And also this one is brother. But I wouldn't say it is so much as brother as here. You see, it is felt both ways. Because your elder brother, you can feel it in the right heart, younger brother here. It's quite, in details if you go, it's very interesting to see all these relations mean such a lot. Why? Because you have chosen them. When you were born, you chose your father and mother, everyone. You chose all of them. That's how family is very important. But the way the families are today, you see, I can't even tell, for example, if I have to tell him, he will tell me, no, my father is a very bad man, he like this, he does this, he does. You see, the whole system is spoiled because of the dharma, because of the religion. You see, a father doesn't understand his duties as a father. The son doesn't understand his duties as a son. See, who had asked you to go experimenting with everything? They have also experimented with family life, with everything they have. We are on our own, children are on their own. Now, if you are on your own, you are cancerous. You have a cancer with it. How? Because the cell which becomes on its own, has no relationship with the whole, is a cancerous cell, is a malignant cell. Say a lawyer is there now, he can understand. Supposing somebody said, I am on my own, I don't observe any laws. Alright, you better go to jail. That's what it is. In the same way, when we start doing all these things without creating ourselves to the whole, we commit all these mistakes, and by which we spoil our chakras. Now, this chakra that is in the center is on the cross of, we can say that, where the optic nerves cross each other, or you can say optic chiasma as it is called. On that point is this very subtle center. It controls your ego and superego, as you can see. Alright. And it controls your eyesight at the back. Now he had a weak back. Because of his eyesight, we can see that here. And this weakness, you see, was stopping the kundalini. First the kundalini was supplying it. You will get a much better eyesight. You will even not need these specs after some time. Because the light, when it will start spreading here, it would be absolutely a different one. I'll give an example of this one. You see, he was the President of India. He was suffering from cancer. And I shouldn't tell you, but I did cure him. And the people know him, that his secretary was here the other day. He told me another story when I went to his house, President's house. And this secretary told me that there's one boy, one girl, who is gone blind because there was fire in her house. I said, her eyes open or closed? So then eyes are open, but she's absolutely blank and she cannot see, and she just sees dark. So I said, alright, let's have a look at her. She came down, and what I found, when she saw the fire, some spirit went into her because she got a fright. So that was all sitting down. Just I showed her the light, just like this, you will be surprised. There was light in my hand and my hand light. And the girl started seeing. For she saw the stripes on my husband's shoe. She was wearing the striped shoe. So she saw this Madhapa head there. And then she said, I can see everything. And she said, absolutely cured, 100% cured. See, there are many cures like that. But what I'm trying to say is that it is only possible if you have the light yourself. Supposing you are not enlightened, then how can I enlighten another standing? So that's why I said, first of all, get enlightened. Then we'll talk about it. Alright? Otherwise there would have been at least how many numbers? I can't say, but at least 11 numbers discussing with me, arguing with me. I had to deal with only 2 persons. And I couldn't silence one, but another one is listening to me, thank God. So you see, that is first, they would never have allowed me to talk with them. All would have talked so much that there would have been no talk. So I said, better get them silence, it would be better idea. so that I can talk to them and give them talking. All right. So this is the chakra which we have got here, which is in the center, which manifests at the back and in front. Now in front it manifests where we have got Christ. Actually Christ is on the center, we should say, and this one is the Kartikeya, is one of his powers. So Christ has come at this center. If he appears from here and here in the center, on the picture as one, he has appeared there. He came here because he said, I am the gate. That is the gate, you can see that. He is on the gate. And he came there to show how to cross the gate. So his resurrection is his message. That means you all can be resurrected. He has made the gate for us, and we are all going to be resurrected through that gate. He didn't say I am the destination. He said I am the path and I am the gate. I am the door. But he is not the destination. Now where is the destination? Is there. Appears the last center. This center is to be opened out, and that is somebody's job. And if that is done, then only you have a meaning. Otherwise it has no meaning. Any work which is not completed has no meaning. In the same way you have no meaning. You don't know why you are here. What is your meaning? Once that breaks properly, when the vibration starts flowing through, then you can see the manifestation. Within one day you can start it. It's the very moment, out of you some people started doing it. Immediately. But the thing is, you must have patience with yourself. Because, as I told you, TM is a horrible thing. Actually, I didn't know who this fellow is. But some of the people came, they were so horrid, people raised their finger, the finger would fall down, it would not activate. It just go on behaving like a wounded mother, all the time breaking her head like tossing like that. Very unhappy. She's your mother. And she is the one who has lived with you all your lives, all your seeking. And she was just saying that I cannot come upon and I am wounded. And there were whole symbols. That's how I came to know this horrible fellow who he is. I'm not telling you who he is. If I tell you, you'll be shocked. The mantra for him is to see how we put out. See, when we started with this mantra, only I started feeling with realization to cheer people. Otherwise it was impossible. And some of the Sahaja-yogis were very upset and they said, Mother, what about the 10 people? They are very beautiful. What are they going to do at the time? Now it is wisdom that you must accept, and then you come to Sahaja. Get your realization first of all. Do not just start talking about it. You do not get it. Get to it, learn it. I will tell you all the Shri everything I will do, every detail. But now what this fellow is doing, that also you know. He takes you either to the right or to the left, depending on. Women he has taken to the left, men he has taken to the right. What happens on the left hand side is your subconscious area, and beyond the subconscious area is your collective subconscious, where all these dead who are sly, horrible, drunkards and all that, they live there. They are busybodies, they are dissatisfied souls, and they are there. So as soon as you cross over, you get over. Now the names that he has given are the names of the heads of the thugs. The type of people are there. For children, he has given all the left side names, because these all start with the left side. And for the grown-up people, on the right hand side, because when you are grown up, then your ego is developed and you start moving on the right hand side. That's why he has given you the other one. But it has only meaning up to the, say for example, if it is iron, alright? So iron is on the, is correct on the line. But after iron is all, iron, rain, king, these are the only 3 words you know. The rest of them are nothing but just play. Is that simple? Now for example, a mantra, a Vina mantra, is the mantra by which you awaken the gate. Alright? He doesn't talk of chakra, he doesn't talk of deities, he doesn't talk of Kundalini. And what is the matter with the mantra? Another thing, I tell you, very simple to understand, as I have told before also, that supposing the Queen of England, or what we know her name is Elizabeth. We go and say, Elizabeth, Elizabeth, Elizabeth. Is she going to come down? Yes. She's the queen. Now, I'm talking about the queen of the world. Queen of the universe, or say, King of the world, King of the universe. Are you going to sit down, Ram, 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 is being servant? Calling? What authority you have got to call it? You are not even entering into the kingdom of God. You are just shouting for it, sitting down here. Who will be coming? Some servant to that way. There could be a very bride, the name Elizabeth, might enter into it. Queen Elizabeth is not going to come running. Only if you are connected. If you know somebody there, with a sort of recommendation of someone, if you go there, the king will give you an audience. Right? But if you belong to us, then you can call. So you have no authority to call these things. But the other names that you have given are not the meaning. There is no meaning. All the mantras have got a meaning. Like Ganesha's mantra, if you take Gamu in the beginning. So Ganesha is Gamu. But there is no reed which is English. English from England even are taken for English people when they are doing right. But there is nothing like English, no German, nothing. Sanskrit language is very, it was very scientific. Every word, say my English. Music, yes, Mama. Music, if you say, it becomes wrong, yes, Mama. Means one, which is pure, without any one, any good. That is my name. Any name you take in your name has a meaning. Every jivan has a meaning. Everything has a meaning. It is never meaningless like that. But it has no meaning. Now we have found out some methods of saying it. At the most, in the concept and the meaning also like that, it creates six. Yogis and computers which are full. For example, here it says the sound of and these are the 6 things that is there are. If you have any one of these, or if you say this name, this will come from this. And you can please as you can awaken, say Krishna. But why even go to that? I think even this is later on, when the Kundalini lies. But what is the nature? It's Sri Krishna. If you know how to awaken Sri Krishna, you do not know, because that is the essence. He just said, okay, Sri Krishna. And what is the essence of Sri Krishna? Is that he is the Virat, he is the Sarvadana, and he is the He is the Sakshi, he is the witness of the world. So,